Hey there. So the big announcement is finally up. After waiting for over half an hour to see it come and have my channel Space actually have technical difficulties through the episode. I was crazy. We finally know who the new Doctor is. And without further ado, here goes. So there it is. If you've been watching Doctor Who for a while, even if you just turned in during the new Doctor Who, then you know that Peter Capaldi was in The Fires on Pompeii. That'll be the second actor that has come into a new character with that episode. The first one, of course, would be Amy, who we first saw in The Fires of Pompeii, also as one of the seers, I think, the witches. So now we have Calcus, I think that was his name, as the new Doctor. He's an older Doctor than the last couple that we've had there. Peter Capaldi is Scottish, just like Tennant was, and he is 55. So it's not old, but it's getting back to an older Doctor, kind of a more, not sure if it's going to be a more dignified Doctor or not, but it'll be interesting to see how he plays it. Obviously, some of the physicality that we've seen in Matt Smith may not go that way. So maybe we're going to see a more physical companion. Maybe Jenna Coleman will become more ace-like, more physical in that manner, or we'll have another male companion onto the series which would be nice for a change. So it's cool to see Peter Capaldi. Peter Capaldi, of course, is not an unknown. He's a British actor that's been in a lot of stuff. He's a famous character actor. If you ever watch House of Cards, if you watch Torchwood, Children of Earth, then he was, without looking, can I find it? John Frobisher, something like that, in that series as well. Just to check on the list of some of the stuff that this guy's been in. I just brought up my thing here. He was Mark Jenkins in Skins. The guy was Lucian Calvin in The Walking Dead. Did a few episodes. He was the narrator of the series Cold Blood. That is John Frobisher. He was in The Nativity as Balthazar. Recently, he would have been in World War Z. And ironically, his character was the Who Doctor. Yep, the WHO Doctor in World War Z. He's now Doctor Who. I wonder if he knew back then that he was going to play the Doctor. Anyway, of course, recently he was in Where's Randall Brown and The Thick of It as Malcolm Tucker, in case you want to go back and check out some of his stuff. So, those are some things. You can Google him or just put it on IMDb and you're going to see a crap load of stuff that the guy's been in. This is not an unaccomplished actor. This is a guy that's been in a lot of stuff. And I remember watching him from everything from, Files War to Midsummer Murders. The guy's been in everything. So to see him come and play the Doctor is actually pretty freaking cool. Some people are disappointed that it's an older Doctor. Some people are disappointed that it's not a female. Some people are kind of disappointed that it's not that's not Idris Elba. But for me, right now, I think it was a good choice. We've seen a lot of the younger Doctor. Hopefully, this is going to get a little bit away from the romance that we've seen so far, and maybe a little bit more into the Doctor and like kind of the darker aspect of what we got to see back in the day. I want to see more. I want to see more of this guy. He's a lifelong fan. That's always a plus. Like Tennant, he's been a fan of Doctor Who since he's been in grade school. So that's always a big thing there. So what do you think of Doctor Who, Peter Capaldi? Are you on board with this? Do you have some reservations? I gotta say, the last time they announced the Doctor was with Matt Smith, and I'll be honest, I had serious reservations, and Matt Smith won me over in the first episode that he was in. First episode he was fully in. So right now I'm extremely excited, and I hope this excitement keeps up when I finally get to see him as the Doctor. Next up, we're going to be wondering, like, what's his costume going to be? What's his outfit for Doctor Who? We've seen them drastically changed outfits throughout the series. Of course, we all know what Colin Baker's was like. We've had scarves, we've had cricket outfits, we've had leather jackets. It'll be interesting to see which way he's going to take it in. He has the look to pull off a lot of different ones. I'm wondering if they're going to go with something pretty much would be standard, what I think, for someone of him with some maybe Edwardian, which would harken back to Paul McGann, someone that a doctor that unfortunately never got enough of a chance, and people want to see more of. I would love to see McGann actually make a return in like maybe a 2-doctor episode once Peter takes over. Overall, this is for me, it's a pretty pleasing moment. I was not really on board with the Doctor becoming female, not because I don't want the Doctor to be female. Down the road, maybe that'd be great, but no, not really. You know why? Because there's female Time Lords out there, well, that they can bring back. But the Doctor hasn't been female in 12 incarnations. Why should it be female next, unless it's just for a gimmick, if the show is doing bad? And that's not what I want to see with the Doctor. I mean, if you do a couple series and there's an actual legitimate reason, rather than like, bam, oh look, we want to get more viewers, yeah, okay, then we'll do it that way. But right now the Doctor has been pretty good the way he is, which has been apparently Scottish guys. They like Scottish guys for the Doctor. His accent isn't thick like McCoy's, so we're not going to get any of the rolled R's. And he doesn't seem to be wide-eyed like Tom Baker, so maybe not so much of that. And he doesn't seem to be all timey-wimey like Matt Smith. So what exactly is he going to be like? We see him, he seems to be kind of distinguished. This is the guy from House of Cards, after all. So what are we going to get with this Doctor? It'd be interesting to see the genesis and follow it through. I'm hoping that this is going to bring in some extra viewers. He is a pretty famous name in England, and if you don't know who he is, check him out. You'll see that he has done a lot of good work, and you might find some other good shows that you like by watching this. And again, welcome Peter Capaldi as the new Doctor Who, number 12. And I'm along with Matt Smith when he said in the episode of the Sarah Jane Adventures that the regeneration actually doesn't matter. He can regenerate as many times as he wants. The 13th thing isn't real. Here we go, Doctor Who number 12. It's been a great journey so far, 50 years. I want to see Doctor Who going on so that my grandkids can see it, and my great-grandkids, and whatever incarnation it's in then. Peter Capaldi is the Doctor. And well, let's end this one off. I'm going to get some tea, so it is time for tea, with a picture of Capaldi from Fires of Pompeii.